One, two, three. Hi, I'm Glenn, City Valley Fishing Field Team, COAF Field Team, and it's the day after TRWD Flyfest. And what do we have to say about that? Another great event happening on the banks of the Trinity. So kudos to the Tarrant Regional Water District in hosting this event, and kudos to the sponsors for making it happen. So outstanding job. And so we did a lot of live streaming yesterday on the Big Fish contest. And so, well, for those that want to go fish afterwards, we always like kind of touching base with folks and get an idea some of the things to prepare for. So here's some learn to fish by our trials and errors and some things that we suggest when it comes to trying to fish this location, because here in the next few weeks it's going to get hot. It's basically a put and take fishery, so best thing to do is as soon as you can get to the river, give it a try and see if you can catch some of these trout before it gets really warm and they die off. So let's not waste that bruiser trout that's out there. All right. And oh, by the way, while we were at TRWD Flyfest, there were several folks that we stopped by and said howdy. So shout out to Eric and his son, David, Ronnie, and William. It was great talking with y'all, and looks like maybe the word is getting out that there's some information that we can offer there. So it was great talking with y'all, and got some good insight, also some area things to do, as well as some other fishing tips. So I'd like to share the knowledge. So let's talk about sharing the knowledge here. So yesterday, hit up the Trinity and posted several videos, live streams, and right off the bat you can see mainly it's the fishing contest, and in there's different things that you can notice. Is one, it's a fishing fly contest. It was catch and release, and so there are trout still in the river to be had. And you can see from a learn to fish by our trials and error standpoint, you can see a lot of the action is happening right over here in the river itself. Just kind of, well, it's further upstream of the low water crossing. So let's talk about that. Further upstream from the lower water crossing. So because I like using Google, let's take a look at Google Earth. And right there, this is the Acme headquarters right here. Right there is the Acme headquarters. Acme Brick Company headquarters is where they hosted it, and had a lot of stuff here along the banks that you could watch as well as participate in. And when it comes to the fishing, right over here is where they had the fishing fly contest. They had it cordoned off from here to about right over here, but I think the fishing contest proper was in this section here. All right. And where folks were catching fish, and where I suggest, and you can see in Google Earth itself, you can see the pockets and deep holes that I was mentioning to some folks that while we were out there fishing. And right here is one of the deep pockets, as well as there's a channel area here that runs through there that you should be able to take a look at. And then down here is a deep pocket. And so over the course of the next few weeks, the fish will be congregating where there's water movement, water flow, and keeping the water cool. Temperature's going to go up on us. It's this time of year. It could get as warm as upper 70s. I think there was some years where it got really hot. And so these next few days are going to be critical if you want to try catching one of these guys. There'll be some big ones, some small ones, and well, there'll be a lot of them in between too. And there'll be a lot of fishermen as well. So if you need to have an opportunity to get out there, let's say during the week, I highly suggest doing it, because that's probably your best bet. Okay, and the holes, and folks, we're catching them right here again. There's a low water crossing. There's the pocket or hole that I was talking about. And then back in here. Anyways, that is all we had this round. Just wanted to talk about yesterday's TRWD Flyfest and things to be had and opportunities to be fishing. And then, oh, by the way, we're rolling into the spawn over here in our area. And I've already been out a couple of times to some local ponds and noticing, at least in our area, some of the bass on their beds and the opportunity to catch a bass or two as well. And in this case, we always do some catch and release because we like to see them get bigger. All right, and some of the things that we're using, bait finesse technique is okay, but you probably want to go with some heavier gear, because when they get some of those big guys and casting some of those bigger lures, in this case those ones that gets them excited to at least get them away from their nest, or their bed, do suggest that. But I've been hooked on that BFS thing, so I maybe continue on with that. But I did, I think I'll post a YouTube short. I went yesterday after TRWD, hit the local pond and caught this one bass on the fly with a foam grasshopper. So they were already starting to hit on top as well. So good to know. All right, all for now. Thanks for stopping by. Until next time, we'll catch y'all later. Good luck. Good fishing.